we serious now. Oh, we serious now. Hmm. Oh, we serious now. The motherfucking world script, man. Man, we was dropping these 2017, man, we've been dropping nothing but hot shit on you niggas for a long time, man. Now these motherfuckers running this world script on you niggas. Got them interested though. But this is a Tesla world strip. You know Tesla was finna goddamn hell all the energy was gonna be free. That means free light, free telecommunication when they won't have to pay for no telephone bills, none of that shit. No, Tesla was on. But at the beginning of this script, this year, because this is an old script. Tesla is a Siberian American. He from Siberia, same area that technology always come from. Uh, Siberia, the north. Not on top of your head at the North Pole, on top of your head on the ball though. Y'all crazy ass niggas, man. Now at the beginning of this scene, this script, Trump and Elon Musk don't supposed to have no dealings or don't know each other. They just got acquainted, according to this script that's being ran now. And now they fight. The East run the script, man. The North got to goddamn do what the East say do, man. The Northeast running this shit and ain't got nothing to do with no melanated people, man. The Northeast is the unmelanated side of the world. The Orientals have Asian orange, yellowish hue, and that's the power they give to the beast. It's in the book in Revelation. The dragon give the beast the power and let him run shit and make ass out of him. Let him act like he going to the moon, so they won't make themselves look stupid. Now Trump telling the whole, not Tesla. I mean, Elon Musk telling the whole story, and y'all don't even get it. Y'all don't even get it. This the hotel where Tesla was killed at right here. So Elon Musk and Trump supposed to just met months ago and got together and started running the world together and shit. This how y'all getting it. Huh? Huh? So if Donald Trump uncle, if Donald Trump uncle is the one that ended up with Nikola Tesla's blueprints, the Trump family ended up with the Nikola Tesla blueprints, and Elon Musk owns Tesla. How they don't have any connection and shit? How they just not meeting and all this old bullshit? What they trying to feed to you? And why the fuck is this shit doing this shit? What that shit up there? Hmm? 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 How they ain't got no connections and both of them is up under Tesla. Tesla was finna show nigga how to work these invisible wireless energy rays. Energy. They know how to harvest energy now. They learned it from Tesla. When Tesla got into my free energy, they told me, well, how we supposed to charge for the energy? How we gonna put the meters on them and shit? There ain't gonna be no meters. This is gonna be free. And see, that what Hitler was on the same thing. Hitler was like, shit, free energy, fuck all that, got some other shit to worry about. I'm finna use it for money and fake this space shit, and do spaceship shit. All this shit come from the motherfucking East Beast. You got a beast in the East and a beast in the North, man. Hmm, hmm. Fuck. The fuck they don't know you know. Hmm. The fuck they don't know each other, man. Oh, who took charge? See, they tell you goddamn the government and all that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Trump, Uncle John Trump. See, invade the world power by a source of energy that would be freely accessible to all. Freely accessible to all. Huh? This nigga's finna get a world of free energy, my nigga. And they done took it, killed him, because he was doing too much. This nigga be holding that free. We finna take all the world with this shit. We gonna run this world script on their ass. Now you got Trump and this nigga goddamn battling. Trump with his aunts, motherfucking Ashkenaz and Anglo-Jew ass nigga. All in the middle of shit because he ain't nothing but a goddamn puppet. He been the 9/11 puppet. He been a 9/11 puppet before they hit the buildings. I keep telling y'all. Now Elon telling, bitch, you in them files. You in the emails, nigga, you in the files. Epstein files, the fake suicide nigga who got them pedophile with all them children over there. You know what I'm saying? Hot dogs and all that old bullshit. Hot dog for the boy and all that old bullshit. And bring them up children over there and have these big. Why you think P Diddy them think they can do it? Think they can goddamn get away with this shit? Kelly and P Diddy think they can be Hugh Hefner and Epstein. Y'all can't do what these white folks do, man. These white folks do ordering children and the organs and melanin and everything, motherfucking hell. Know what I'm saying? Huh? But they don't know each other. It's a script, though. They don't know each other. But now they mad finna cause the whole world war and shit. That a Teleforce weapon is right there, the death ray. The Tesla death ray. Actually, a Teleforce weapon. Telecommunication, we think they caught the telecommunication and start getting all this shit come from Tesla, man. A device that would send concentrated beams of submicroscopic particles to destroy target at great distance. Tesla called it the death ray. Remember they putting it all on cartoons and showing the death ray on cartoons and all that shit. I mean, these folks ain't never been playing, man. These folks ain't never been playing, man. These folks ain't. And this shit's crazy, man. I just be glad when I leave this, so I just can't kill myself, dog. I just be glad my time up, dog. I'm tired. Living in this fake ass third world spinning ball, off balance, chaotic ass, dumb ass shit that niggas can't read the script, bro. If Trump and Elon Musk don't have a connection, how the fuck both of them are hooked to Tesla? Donald Trump uncle ended up with Tesla's motherfucking blueprints. So how the fuck Elon Musk owns Tesla? In
this clip, AJ from the Y-Files brings up a fascinating connection between Nikola Tesla and current U.S. President Donald J. Trump.
Man.
Check it out. You've got Tesla, who gets funded by JP Morgan to create wireless technology, but Tesla gets a little ambitious and says, I'm going to do wireless communication, but I'm going to take your $150,000, I'm going to do wireless energy. And we'll do free energy around the world. And Morgan's like, how do you put a meter on that? Tesla's like, what do you mean? This propel mankind forward. Morgan pulls his funding, tells everyone in the investment class, this guy's a kook, and if you invest with him, you don't do business with me. A few years later, Wardenclyffe Tower gets torn down, Tesla dies in poverty.
Yeah.
And where are those 20 boxes?
Yeah.
And why was the government so quick to respond to that crime scene?
Yeah, they showed up at that guy's house quick. They gathered up.
You understand? You understand? Huh? He showed up to his house quick to get all that shit. All that technology, all them blueprints and shit. So watch who end up with the blueprint. John Trump.
All that information. I wonder what
the same one that said John Trump is the same one that predicted that his nephew was gonna be the president. This 9/11 45th president, 47th president, this 9/11 4 and 5 is 9. 4 and 7 is 11. This is 9/11 dictator. This 45th and 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump, the 9/11 dictator. Y'all still ain't caught on to this script yet, man. Once you lay this motherfucking map down and do what I tell you to do, you'll be able to see this shit. Now make sure you know I ain't lying, cause you know I don't like to.
Uncle John Trump there.
Uncle John
was in
Trump.
charge of that.
Right.
What did they get in those boxes?
Donald Trump's uncle reviewed Tesla's death ray secrets and found mysterious royal letters.
I think they.
Boy, he looks like a Trump, doesn't he?
He kind of does.
That's what Trump would look like if he didn't do the comb over.
Wasn't he working at a Wright-Patterson as well?
Was he?
For this?
Dun dun dun.
You literally can't make this stuff up. Here's the full story. In 1901, Nikola Tesla secured a transformative investment from financier J.P. Morgan to build Wardenclyffe.
And J.P. Morgan crossed the mark because J.P. Morgan said we got to get money off this shit. What is your problem, dude? And there's another problem they had with Hitler too, because Hitler was on the side of Tesla, wanting to get his shit up for free energy. You understand? It's a world script, but y'all don't ever catch it. Y'all don't never catch it.
Tower on Long Island. Tesla envisioned a world where electricity flowed invisibly through the air, powering homes, factories, and ships without wires. He pitched Morgan on a system that could broadcast both energy and information globally, believing it would end energy poverty and unite humanity. Construction began on a 187-foot tower, supported by underground tunnels and high-power generators.
The tower looked just like the nuclear. Shut up, Ty. Go ahead.
Early demonstrations, lighting lamps at a distance and producing artificial lightning, dazzled onlookers. But by 1904, Morgan grew restless. He had invested tens of thousands of dollars, yet saw no clear path to profit. When Tesla asked for more funds to scale up experiments, Morgan quietly pulled the plug. With their main backer gone, the Wardenclyffe project stalled and eventually died, leaving Tesla without the financial support he desperately needed. The collapse of Wardenclyffe marked a turning point in Tesla's career. Branded a risky venture.
Tesla was a Siberian. Why they always over there in Siberia and Alaska? And what's the connection of Alaska to Hawaii? Mongols. You see, when we was in school, they told us it was a special group of motherfuckers that they call Inuits now, right? They call Inuits. And I keep trying to show y'all that this strait of water is so important to break this shit down, to get a full understanding of what's going on in the world. That's what's so important about this strait of water, because it was the Tartarian Strait, the Tartar Strait. Then it became the Anian Strait. And once you line this shit up geographically, you will understand that the Anians and the Atlantis are the same people. They dropped them up under the water. The same way they cut that Suez Canal, they dropped Atlantis, nigga. And that's why the Tartar Strait became the Anian Strait. And those Inuits became the those Anians became the Inuits. And an Inuit is what we would call an Eskimo. You remember when we was in school, they said a white man, he can make it to the North Pole without the Eskimo. Because he's on Eskimo land, man. The Eskimos are the Inuits that they don't want you to talk about. They're supposed to be so important. They're Mongolians, but they're Inuits. They're special. That's where all the technology was taken. This is where all the technology was reborn, rebirthed, and sold back to the world from the east to the north and then to the rest of the world. The technology come from the Mongolian first, from the east. Man, everybody know that. But y'all act like y'all don't know it though. And see, that's the importance. They changed the name of that strait. Then when they changed the name, they took Tartarian, they took the Tartar, the strait becomes the goddamn Anian Strait. And then they kill the Anunnaki, drop Atlantis, take that shit. Because that's the whole Atlantic Ocean. That's the Ethiopian Ocean. I showed y'all that. That's the Ethiopian Sea, man. And Ethiopia is way on the east side of Africa. So how this water on the left side of Africa gonna be called the Ethiopian motherfucking ocean if Ethiopia didn't have the power in ancient times, like they say. They try to make Ethiopians look so bad, motherfucker. Fuck that. Egyptians are Ethiopian. Egyptians are the babies of the Ethiopian. Ethiopia is up in the high mountains, which will become the Axum Empire. I done told y'all all this shit. Y'all don't go double check. Y'all just go on here. Yeah, I'm serious now. Yeah, it's serious now. Yeah, it's serious now. Y'all don't go fact check shit. Y'all do that. They done changed the name of this water and this name of this same strait 3 times, I know. Probably more than that, but 3 times I know. From Tartar to the Nile, then they killed the Anunnaki. Then it become the Bering Strait. Then they said the Nile Strait is a myth. Then they try to milk the Anayans out. Then they swip on over into when they get into it with the Caliphs and all that shit on this side of the earth. On this side of the earth. Not up under them holding on this side of the earth, nigga. This earth got a melanated side and a non-melanated side to it, dog. Just like that Mongolian ancient Chinese motherfucking peace sign with the black on one side, white on one side, that's how it's supposed to be. Ain't no blending and duality and all that shit. Because we opposites. And the recessive one is the one that need all this dumbass technology about to preserve themselves, to make sure they sustain themselves and be here on earth. Because any other way they would become extinct, mixing with the rest of the population. Because the black will always be the dominant gene, nigga. The black will always be the dominant gene. And they know this. And the source of blackness is the sun. And they know this. The death rate. They use them all. I'll read that shit. They use that shit now. Them goddamn laser beams and all that shit come from Tesla. That's why I know it's some deeper to building those goddamn pyramids, cutting those stones with precise precision. Where are my lasers? Where are my lasers? Where my lasers at? Because those pyramids and those stones on those pyramids, that shit is cut with precision, my nigga. That's laser technology that damn built those pyramids, dog. And they took that technology when they took to Terry, they took that technology with them. And all the technology been feeding back out the East since then. Not Trump is being accused of being in Epstein's file. This nigga here. Put that nigga up there. There he is right there. There he is right there. Put that nigga up there. Now look where Molly at. Molly, that's a trip from Molly to Hawaii. And Hawaii is located in the Pacific. So Alaska is always around these places. The Sandwich Islands over here. We gonna see about the Pacific and where Hawaii really sits. We gonna see. Cause I'm showing you the true location of Japan. I just showed y'all the true location of Japan is right next to this motherfucking strait of water. Not over there to the far east over there, all the way to the right over there nah, that ain't what Japan sits at. Japan sits closer to this strait. I showed y'all that. Japan sit close to this strait. I showed y'all that. And once you lay this bitch back down and take that tilt off it, it lines everything back up. And then you can see every phenotype by their geographic locations. The beast, the Anglo-Saxon comes out of the north left-hand corner of your vision when you're looking at this paper. Left-hand corner. The right-hand corner will be the east. That's how this shit made. and everybody can get close to. Everybody got a middle. You got a middle south, or middle west, a middle north, and a middle east. But why the middle east so important? See, the middle is the inside circle. So you can get there and drop it outside that line that divides them. You can drop down up under that line and be in middle south. You can come on the opposite side, the left hand side of the line, and up under and be in the middle west. Or you can go to the left hand corner and come over to that and be in the middle north. But the middle east is always important because the middle east is where they are stopped and trying to get in. That was the stopping point to try to come up with the plans and the world plans to take and dominate the melanated people of this world and run strips on us, dog. That's how Asia and Europe become continents. Them motherfuckers are mountains with no gooey good land on it. The good land is in Africa and South America on the melanated side. I give a fuck if you think you're African or you came from Africa or you're American and you fuck Africa. They got the melanated people going against each other right here to this day. The African and the American and true American and true Aboriginal of this land. But the ocean was called the Ethiopian Ocean. And you sail right on into South America, into the west. In the north, the Caucasoid, they took over Colombia. They coming to get the dope spots, bro. They took over Colombia off the rip. That's why you got a place over there across that water, sitting over in them mountains called British Columbia that runs 6.6 billion acres of the motherfucking earth. And y'all niggas still trip. That's why I just be sitting back chilling, man. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna take my information to, man. Time me to go to another platform, dog. Same way I left Facebook when I put that Gucci shit up there and showed them niggas them ears. Showed them niggas them ears. In skin tone. I had to leave Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? Because niggas don't be on shit. These hoes own 6.6 billion acres of the motherfucking earth because we letting them play. And they being ran, and they gonna tell you they always in debt to who? However they got them do it. We in $1 trillion of deficit and all. They always in debt to the Mongolian, a.k.a. Oriental, a.k.a. Chinese Japan, a.k.a. the Mongolian, the Mongols. And the Europeans and Arabs are the children, are the babies of these two phenotypes getting together, and they produce what we call a Persian, where Islam would come from. But it's they babies. That's why the temples and the true mosques of that shit is why I showed you that shit at. Because that shit ain't come up out of Africa. And that shit ain't come up out of South America. Because it ain't our shit. This shit is goddamn to go against melanated people. And y'all let them run this script instead of breaking this bitch down. Hillary Clinton posed to ran against Trump. But Trump made her shut the fuck up. He told her he gonna bring those emails back up. But if she would have brought them back up, it seemed like you would have been under them according to Elon Musk. But I think Elon Musk using scare tactics on Trump. I don't know. But if Trump and them files, they're gonna be really fucked up. But what Elon Musk says coming. Why he poisoning Manether, why he's poisoning the capital of Manether. I mean, not Manether. I mean Memphis. He's poisoning Memphis. Manether. He's poisoning Memphis for the free. He's not paying any motherfucking pollution taxes or none of that shit. No environmental service can stop him. The mayor acting like he don't know shit because he already got his check. Y'all still acting like y'all don't know how these world scripts go. Like these niggas don't know each other, now they fighting and shit. Who gonna win? The East gonna win in the end. It's already written. They already wrote it out, dog. We the only ones that stop them, because they got our shit. And then after they took our shit over there, they came out and put themselves in position to take over all our shit by stealing our identities and claiming to be some kind of red man that's indigenous or native to our lands. And told you came from across across there. No, we ain't come across there. We had people over there. We had other melanated people over there. And you done dropped the Atlantis. The Atlantis is the Anunnaki, man. That's a 9 straight right there. They dropped them. They dropped them. They underwater. And floating over the souls of our ancestors, talking about they some royals and shit. You got two sides to this earth, my nigga. Two sides to this earth in 4 corners. Every time they holler about the 4 corners, they go to holler about Magog. So that's their corner. Gog and Magog is their corner. That's Russell. So that's their corner of the earth. They tell you that's their corner. So what other corners at? Africa will be a corner. South America be a corner. And then North be a corner. But they claim they corner. They tell you about Magog and Gog when you go to holler about corners. They claim they corner. They the only motherfuckers in the world that they claim they corner of the earth. They the only motherfucker in the world that then claim their corner of the earth. They the only ones that seem to know they got a corner, that seem to know they playing game, that seem to know that this motherfucker flat, and they the ones that fed the motherfucking space shit to these clowns. How the hell the United States gonna be rushing to the moon? Russia got all the technology coming straight off their continent over there in the east, and they connected right there to the goddamn Mongol, who's goddamn selling all the rocket engines and all that shit to NEC and the NASA scientists, and then will become NASA. How somebody just come out of nowhere and surpass NASA? Why the Arabs ain't got no motherfucking rocket ships trying to prove that they can walk on the moon better than a nigga? They want to do everything else better than a nigga and then better than a white man. They want to. You know. I said I was just gonna be serious today, my nigga. I said I was just gonna be serious today, my nigga. But that's the script, man. He made Hillary shut the fuck up. Well, she messed all the way up.
He found it hard to attract new investors. Over the next decades, he pursued smaller projects, high-frequency turbines, radio experiments, and theoretical designs for futuristic weapons. Creditors hounded him, and he often paid lab rents with speaking fees or small patents. By the time of his death, Tesla was living in the Hotel New Yorker, feeding pigeons and scribbling ideas on menus, still dreaming of breakthroughs that never came to fruition. When Tesla died alone on January 7, 1943, World War II was at its height. Rumors circulated that he had perfected a death ray, a particle beam weapon capable of downing airplanes and disabling ships. To prevent such secrets from leaking to enemies, the U.S. Office of Alien Property moved.
Disable your shit? All your goddamn gadgets and shit just go out when they hit you with this death ray? It's been used. And see, in Japan mean a coat of brilliancy and all that shit. That old samurai sword, that samurai sword, that Shriner sword, the same sword that's on the Ku Klux Klan uniform with the crescent moon and the star and all that shit, the red and white. Yeah, racist. Where the Ku Klux come from, the cans, all that shit. Over the can, the stands, all that shit come from over there on that side of the world, like the mountains. But once they get over here, they find good land, rainforests and shit on this side of the earth. We in the valley, and the sun rises from the east to the motherfucking west. And the sun, God, the sun ain't even much too far in the north. The UV rays prove that the sun is not where they supposed to be. And once you break this shit down, like I'm trying to tell you, break it down, then you can use the 4 phenotypes. Caucasoid, Mongoloid, Persian, which is a European Arab. Get it right. And the Negroid. And they got the nerve to tell you, when they say Ham is the progenitor of all the black races, they'll say, except the Negroes. The same way they'll say, except the Inuits when it comes to the Mongolians, except the Inuits, because the Inuits is the one that took them hoes up to the so-called North Pole, them Eskimos. Alaska and Siberia and Russia, that's a lot, that's a main little spot right here. But not the Eskimo, but not the Negro. This how they supposed to call themselves populating this side of the earth. This quarter of the earth. They folks came by way of the Bering Strait. This they story. This how that motherfucking Mongolian say he got here. By way of the Bering Strait. I mean the Tartar Strait. I mean the Anian Strait. I mean whatever these people talking about, man. Cause the world is not a ball, man, and we ain't ball up. Please don't lay it flat, man. But the script, motherfucker. It gonna catch the attention of some motherfucker. They got some shit behind it. They got some shit going on behind the scenes. While they putting all this shit on Front Street, they changing and doing shit behind closed doors right now, doing some more shit. They kill the melanated motherfucker. They putting biochemicals on our ass, COVID, everything. They try to kill a nigga the fuck off, and they just keep killing. They know they can't never right to just get rid of you, so they just keep mass murdering you motherfucking niggas. They did the same thing during Nipsey Hussle time when I told you Bill Gates ran the motherfucking them experiments with the putting the shit into the atmosphere and them balloons and shit. While all them people was out there in the middle of the street hollering about Nipsey, they was spraying their ass. They wanted the streets of California, LA to be over flooded and shit because they wanted to run. They run an experimental test, sun test by bacterial, some kind of bacterial test. They was running with some sun balloons. I got the shit. I done reported on this shit, man. This is what they do. This is what they do. So I'm showing you that straight of water machine. Cause I got that straight of water. Nah, I ain't got enough to go get it. Been gone too long. Been gone too long. I can put that up there and tell you that northeast is in the position where north is at on this motherfucker. Because they tilted north around to northeast. On the globe, north sits where northeast sits on this map, on this directional cross right here, on this CIA logo right here. On this CIA logo right here. North is actually, north on a globe sits where northeast is because they got that tilt on it. So if we take that tilt off and we lay it down, east gonna end up being where northeast is. North is gonna end up being where northwest is. You see? And south gonna be in that south. And so what they say, Japan is east southeast or southeast. That ain't what Japan said. I showed you. So once we turn east southeast around, boom, and we turn that bitch, it's gonna end up being east northeast. It's gonna wind up being right in the position where Japan really sits at on the 1587 Monte map, where I just showed y'all where that shit really sits at. And it also lines up the trip from Spain to South America, headed west. They said Christopher Colombo, which is not his name, they just writing their history of how they taking over Colombia. They want their Colombian bricks. They want our dope. But they say he left headed west. And only when you do, like I'm telling you to do, does that story make sense. Because when you do what I tell you to do with this directional cross, now coming from Spain, Christopher Columbus leaving headed west will finally make sense. I've been trying to make sense of it since I was a kid, since they was feeding me this shit. But now it makes sense. Headed west and stopped in Colombia. Now it's British Columbia and Coca-Cola are the parent entities of this company, or the corporation of Colombia and Coca-Cola is the same. You know, British Columbia hold it like the Statue of Liberty, that's the logo holding the shit up. Yeah, because they're Canadian, they British, they come out of the north, they born with tails, they born with horns. That's why Moses is depicted with horns, because these white people came back over and tried to attack their babies in Egypt and went to taking thrones. Those are the Ptolemies, see? And when they went over there, they took the first 5 books of Moses from these people, and that's what Trump come in at and protect his Jews. We don't give a fuck about no Jesus. We don't give a fuck about no Christianity. We don't give a fuck about nothing that shit y'all talking about. And them first 5 books still belong to us. So once you coincide to believe the first 5 books, that's all we need you to do. All the rest of that shit, that's your shit. And they went and conspired and made the rest of this story up and formed Jesus from Soter Christos, the motherfucking Savior who comes in, Soterius, the study of salvation, who came and took over the Egyptian throne by military force, but he did not take a nigga off the throne. He took some Arabs off the throne. They had a whole Ptolemaic period of nothing but northerners. Northerners are Anglo-Saxons that come out of the north. Then you got the Bolsheviks and all that, which become the Vikings. And they on their side of the earth. And all the bullshit and all the religious shit is how they came and fucked with the minds of the people on this side of the earth. Ethiopian Ocean. Want me to show it to you? Anybody know me see? Let me show it to you. I show it to you. You look it up. Ethiopian Ocean. So that's that water that which connects South America to Africa. Why niggas want the battle to be whether we have. We know we ain't came. Man, all that we ain't came. We know we ain't came on those slave ships. But the connection between us is still that, dog. The oldest mummy in the world is found in South America. That was one of my hitches. And the motherfucking pharaohs over in Egypt got cocaine in their DNA. But they can't get the DNA, they can't get the cocaine from number one place. That's my motherfucking strong point. The goddamn dope and the marijuana. I don't give a fuck about no more drugs in the world. Remember this cocaine, this motherfucking marijuana, because it's indigenous to me. That's my shit. And that's why I'm searching for this Nazca plate. Because I know wherever that Nazca plate at, it got plenty of Peruvian flakes on it. They usurped all the dope and think a nigga stupid. But them bitches got my dope. I don't know about your dope, but them hoes got my shit. Them hoes got my shit. But shout out to Donald Trump with his bitch ass and this motherfucking mash man, this mash motherfucking Elon Musk. It's a very good fragrance. This Trump Musk is a very good fragrance. It smell like pink pig. It smell like pinkish pig. It got a nice fragrance to it. You know what I'm talking about? But that's what's going on, my nigga. So y'all enjoy the script, man. Y'all enjoy the script. Cause it's gonna be funny to me. These niggas probably better than these Tesla boys here. The Tesla script. The Tesla death ray. They been putting on your ass forever. The New Yorker hotel, that motherfucker became well y'all can go do all that, man. I just want the company to take me a little nap, man. You know what I'm saying? Take me a little nap. You know what I'm saying? I'm out this bitch. The truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. Huh? All we gotta do is stand up behind the truth and support the truth, and we as a people can get together and make it do what it do. You did? And I said, I'm out. I said, bam.